What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? So, I just want to answer a quick question about smoking that ganja, that gas, that fire, that Zaza. I know you might like to smoke, but when you're trying to get your CDL, you cannot have anything in your system. You gotta be clean. So if you're gonna go try to get your CDL, I advise you make sure that you're at least 30 days clean. If you're a real heavy smoker, yo, for real, straight up, allow yourself at least 2 months, maybe even 3. Because if they take a hair follicle,
after 3/4 of a mile, turn right.
if they take a hair follicle, that could stay up in, that right there could detect, and that could be detected longer than when they take the urine test. So you want to make sure that you're clean, man. Don't think you're gonna be, smoke a blunt 2 weeks, 3 weeks before you go get tested and then you're good. It ain't gonna work like that. They're definitely gonna detect that weed, especially if they take your hair follicle. Now, if you do even heavier drugs, man, shit, you really want to wait a little longer, because I heard that the heavier shit, like cocaine, heroin, shit like that, that stays in your hair follicle way longer. So if you do any kind of drugs, I just say wait like 1 or 2, wait like 2 months, 3 months tops. You want to be real sure. And I know there's people out there who be trying to finesse the system. Now, can you do it? I know people that done it. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I know people that done it. But I mean, you're gonna be, you're trying to go get your CDL, you know what I'm saying? So you could drive these big ass trucks. Why not just get clean? You know what I'm saying? Why chance it? Why take that gamble? You gotta think to yourself too, what's more important? The career path I'm choosing or this weed? If you're the type of person and you ain't trying to give up, you know what I'm saying, the weed, and you're fine with not becoming a truck driver, then by all means do your thing. If you got a job that's paying you good and you can still smoke, hey, stay where you at. Ain't no judgment here, ain't no hate over here. But I say this specifically for people who really do want to get their CDL, but they do smoke or they do other kind of drugs, recreational. No judgment here. I used to smoke a long time ago. That's way behind me. Way before I even thought about trucking, and I used to smoke, so I don't judge nobody for their vices, you know what I'm saying? But I had to stop smoking because that shit made me paranoid all the time, and I didn't like the feeling, so there was no point to do it anymore. But if you're the type, you just have to smoke, I just say, just don't even bother getting your CDL, because one way or another, that's just gonna catch up to you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a random drug test, or if you're just trying to get hired somewhere. If you're trying to get hired somewhere and it ended up being positive because you thought, it's already out your system, and it wasn't, because you just smoke so much, or you just shoot so much, or you sniff so much. Whatever how you do it, I just advise you, if you are gonna, if you want to be a truck driver, at least to get in it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to try to finesse it later on, that's you do what you do. I don't worry about what no one got going on, but what I got going on. But when you start, before getting into trucking, I definitely do advise you to be clean, 100% clean. Stop smoking for 30 to 60 days. Just stop doing any kind of drug for 30 to 60 days. So that way, whatever company you apply at and they send you for your drug test, you could be confident, man. Your chest won't be, your heart won't be thumping out your chest, you know what I'm saying? You'll be confident about it, and you'll get the goddamn job that you want, and you could become a truck driver. You know what I'm saying? And school, whatever school you're gonna go to get your CDL, they're also gonna drug test you too. You know what I'm saying? But they don't do hair follicles. I'm quite sure none of them do hair follicles, the schools. They just do urine. So I know people personally who they'll have someone, pee for them inside of a container or something, and they'll stuff it in their pants, and then when they go to the Syntex or wherever they're going, they just keep it warm between their legs and their pants, and then when they go, There's not like somebody standing over you watching you. You're going into a bathroom stall by yourself. Listen, you didn't hear that from me. And they, they do it like that. So there's ways people be cutting corners. But like I said, man, if you want to be a truck driver, this is one of those type of careers you really do gotta take serious. You really gotta be safe about it, because these trucks are machines. They're beasts, and they could cause a lot of damage. They could cause, you know what I'm saying, your life is someone else's. So you gotta take that shit serious. So just, you know what I'm saying, get off the weed. You know what I'm saying, starting out, getting in it. If you decide, you want to start smoking again once you get your CDL, that's ultimately up to you.
Half a mile, turn left.
That's ultimately up to you, but just remember about those consequences that come with it. And you're also going to have to figure out how to cut all those corners. And I know there's going to be people out there who's going to tell you which way you could cut the corners on that. Owner-operators, I'm sure they didn't got to worry about none of that. So I know you probably know some people, oh yeah, I got my own truck. I could smoke, I could do what I want. You know what I'm saying? They got that luxury. But if you're driving for a company, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how leasing trucks go, but I know for sure if you're driving for a company and they be doing random drug tests,
left onto Central Street.
don't even bother gambling. Don't even bother gambling with that shit, man. Just don't even bother doing it. Just forget about the weed altogether. So stop hitting up your weed man. Stop hitting up your connect.
Turn left.
Let them know you're going on vacation. You'll see him and you'll hit him up soon. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. Yo, I swear, I remember my first week when I was on the road after my training. My first week after training, I was on the road by myself. That was my first night, and I got back to the yard, and there was another guy training with another guy in another truck. And when I got out the truck with my things, to go get in my car and everything, well, to go turn the keys in, put my things in my car, he said, hey, yo, you know where I could get some fire? I automatically knew what he was talking about. And I'm like, fire? I'm like, nah, man, I don't know where to get that. But in my mind, I'm thinking, man, you're gonna eventually be driving these trucks high. Because if you get out, if you're a smoker and you drive your own vehicle high, you be at home high, you be in public high, you go here high, you go there high. 99.9% of the times you're gonna come to work high, and you're gonna get in these trucks and you're gonna drive high. Now granted, I ain't never heard of no one smoking a little weed and crashing or swerving in and out of lanes. I don't see that. You just don't see that. But at the same time, this is a drug. This shit alters your mind. So regardless if it doesn't cause nothing like that, it still alters your mind. So why even do some shit like that and smoke or do any kind of drug and get behind these big ass trucks? You know what I'm saying? Shit could happen in a split second sober. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. So when he asked me that, man, I was just like shaking my head like, yeah, that boy crazy. He's gonna eventually be up behind his wheel high. He can't tell me he's not. You know what I'm saying? He's getting out the truck asking about weed. You don't think he's gonna be getting in the truck smoking? Or after smoking, I should say. You know what I'm saying? And I don't judge nobody, you know what I'm saying? What you do is what you do. What one person shit don't make me eat. Nah. What they eat don't make me shit. Man, it's early. I'm tired, man. I've been up all night on the road, so I'm a little warped right now, but yeah. That drug test, I've been working now for 3 months with Amazon, and I haven't been randomly drug tested yet. But if and when they do, I'm ready, because I don't do any drugs. But let's say I did smoke, and they just want to randomly test me, I'm fucked, because I'm smoking.
After 1,000 feet, turn left onto Pleasant Street.
So I just don't believe it's one of those things where you need to desperately hold on to because you just can't give it up so bad. If you and on top of that, if you're just so addicted to something like that where you can't let it go to better yourself, that's already a problem right there. And this is not me being judgmental. This is just me calling out an issue of addiction. You know, if you're that addicted to where you can't let it go for a little bit just to to better yourself or to bring yourself to a higher level, then that's an issue. That's a problem right there. But I know some people just don't want to do it and they won't do it. So you just gotta think about it like that. You know, is it really worth you?
After 1.5 miles, turn right.
Is it really worth you not getting a CDL? You just think about it. Your CDL, the weed. The CDL, the cocaine. The CDL, the heroin. Whatever you want. Which one will benefit you more in life? You just gotta see which one, you know, which one will benefit you more. And I know a lot of people that can't live without their weed. Some people can't even eat without their weed. That shit's crazy. I'll never understand it. But, you know, you just gotta think about it like that. Which one is more beneficial? Which one will enhance your life more? And it's gonna be that CDL. So if you want to get your CDL, I just advise you to just come into it clean. Come into it clean. And when you get in it, when you do get into it, and you meet people who teach you how to cut corners and all that, if that's what you want to do and you decide to do that, that's up to you. I don't again, I'm gonna reiterate it again. What you eat don't make me shit. I don't care about what no one got going on. That's your life. You live it how you wanna. But I'm just telling you, as far as getting into it, going to school and actually getting your CDL and actually getting hired with a company, just get clean, man. That's it. Just get clean for like 2 months. Just get clean. So that way you don't have no issues. You know, say you ain't getting stressed out, worrying if you're gonna fail or not. No high blood pressure. Man, when I was in school, there was this guy there. He shaved everything from head to toe. His eyebrows was even shaved. Because he said by the time he's done with school, because he was smoking and shit, doing other shit, you know. So he said by the time he's done with schooling, everything will grow back. So all that new growth that he grows back from his hand, his legs, and his unarm, whatever, that he shaved, all that new growth, they could take that and they could test it. And everything will turn out negative. I'm like, damn, people are going to the lengths of shaving their whole body, just shaving their whole body.
Turn right.
It just because they can't give up smoking. It's crazy. It's just wild. Like that right there is mad extensive. You know, and I don't know if he ended up getting his CDO because he came into the school the last week I was there, so I don't know. And he wasn't going with Amazon, so I don't know where how his journey ended up. But yeah, man, I just want to reiterate this, man. If you're gonna get your CDL, just come in clean, man. Just come in clean. You don't want to fail that DOT. You don't want to fail that DOT drug test. That's gonna fuck you up with your CDL, man. Because after that, a lot of companies is not gonna want to hire you. It's gonna show up on your clearinghouse, and then you gotta go through all this other shit just to you know, get it off, and it's just a lot of shit you don't really want to deal with if you don't have to, especially coming in new.
After 3/4 of a mile, turn left.
You know, when you're coming in hot like that, gotta clear that corner. When you're coming in hot like that, man, you just want to come in smooth, easy, clean. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to start off on a rough foot. And a lot of people do it. They take that gamble because they just can't be without their weed. They can't be without their drug. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just 2 to 3 months, tops. And I know you're gonna hear other people try to tell you, nah, don't listen to that. You know, you could smoke and you could take this. You could go to GNC. They got this drink. You could take that drink and it'll clean your system out in 24 hours. I don't know. They probably do got some shit like that. They probably do got some shampoo that you might go wash your hair, and it'll clean your hair follicles. I don't fucking know. But I do know this. Ain't no better way than being pure. There's no better way than being pure. Clean. Test your blood and it's just pure. Test your hair follicle and it's just pure. I don't think it's no better way than being pure. So that's also a gamble too. Because who's even saying it's gonna work for you? Just because it worked for someone else, don't mean it's gonna work for you. Everybody's body's not the same. Everybody's body don't react the same. Everybody doesn't have the same kind of hair follicles. So if you use a shampoo that someone else uses and it works for them, but your hair texture is way different than theirs and it doesn't work well on you, then you're gonna be mad at them, but you're the one who gambled. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm telling you this out of wanting good for you. And I don't even know you. I don't even know who I'm talking to right now, but I know it's gonna reach somebody who's curious about, you know, the drug testing and how that shit go. And I just want to say, come into it clean. Stop smoking and doing all what it is you're doing for 2 months, and you'll be Gucci. You'll be Gucci. Go to school, or get that CD, that job you wanted, you know, with that company. You know, pass that drug test with flying colors. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Now, when you pick back up smoking or doing whatever you're doing while being with a company, that's a gamble you're taking. Just know it. And at any given moment, it could go downhill for you in a split second. So just keep that in mind if it's worth it or not. So I got an empty trailer on my back right now, though.
You have reached your destination. It's on your right.
I know. I see it. So I got this empty trailer on my back, and I'm gonna drop it off here, and then I'm done for the night. Well, for the morning. Yeah, hello. I got it empty on my back. Last 4 3SRJ. Alright, thanks. So they want me to drop this empty at Maple Street. So now that I checked into this gate, instead of me dropping this empty trailer here at the facility where I'm at, I have to now cut through this facility. I have to check out, and then I have to go down a long ass street to get back on the freeway. And to get off the freeway and then down the street again just to drop this trailer. I hate when this happens. It's just unnecessary. And I'm looking around, I see a lot of spots are empty where I could just throw this empty at. I don't know why I can't just put it here. I mean, there's a lot of fucking empty spots, but that's where they want it. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and drop, do what I gotta do and drop this trailer. I just wanted to talk to you guys about that and really put that in your ear, that it's really important when you have a CDL to come into this shit on a clean slate and try to keep it clean. You're gonna watch other YouTube videos talking about it, because I did too. Before coming into this, I did too. Not because I was even doing any kind of drugs, it's just because I wanted to know how it went. If they was gonna cut any of my hair, I didn't know what they was gonna do, but I did my research about it, and there's gonna be a lot of people saying some of the same things and some different things, and some encouraging you could get over on it, and all types of shit. But just go into it with a clean head, a clean slate, and you'll be alright. So that's it for this video, man. I'll see y'all in the next one.